Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Last night, many of you witnessed me installing the first beta for the first service pack for Windows Vista, and that was an ordeal that lasted all night and into the morning. We had a question that was submitted through YouTube from RiverRun6. This person asks, can you tell me, in your opinion, what the difference is between the home office PC and a small business system? I recently purchased a Dell Dimension with Vista Home Premium. I'm having problems with scanning and the ability to fax. I found today that I can still purchase a small business system with XP. I have a small home business and wonder if I should get a small business system with Dell with XP for my business and send the home office system back or use it for my kids. We also had another email submitted through YouTube. It says, your video breaking up with Vista was interesting. I see you made it 6 months ago and wonder if you feel any differently now. Has Vista improved with any updates or patches? That was a self-typo there, Wicket. I too rely on my fax software that worked with my, hate to admit that I used it for so long, Windows Millennium Edition operating system. I can no longer use the same fax software on Vista and wonder if XP would support an online fax software like Classic Phone Tool 6. These two emails, completely separate, happen to come along around the same time. Okay, so I went through the installation routine. It rebooted a few times and ended up booting into a black screen of nothing except for a little floating mouse cursor in the middle of the screen, my pointer. And that's as far as I got with Windows Vista Beta Service Pack 1. So I rebooted and tried to get back in, couldn't get back in, rebooted, went into safe mode, tried to get back in. In safe mode, it installed the beta of the service pack, rebooted, went back into safe mode again, rebooted instantly, tried to get back into Vista at that point, still couldn't get back into Vista, rebooted again, then went into the recovery console by inserting my Vista CD, my installation CD, and went through the process of the recovery console, and it said you can roll back to an earlier point in time. That was yesterday before I had done anything with the service pack. So I went to initiate that, and then it told me that the hard drive was too full, couldn't actually restore anything, but instead of helping me free up some space so that I could restore it, didn't do anything. So I had to reboot again. I jumped into Windows XP that was already installed on this machine, then got rid of a couple of non-essential files, rebooted the machine again, went into Recovery Console only to find out that apparently when I went into Windows XP, my restore points had been deleted. Essentially, that left me with a crippled Vista machine that I could not recover from easily. And instead of reinstalling Windows Vista at that point, I am running Windows XP right now. Running Windows XP, and I can tell you, XP is a hell of a lot quicker than Windows Vista. I didn't realize how fast it was. Of course, there's some things that I do miss about Vista. I do like the way Vista looks. I like the way the desktop works on Vista, more so than XP. But XP's working. Imperfectly, but it is working. Classic mode, so it's fast. So, do I recommend Windows Vista? My feelings haven't changed one bit. And maybe it's the machine that I'm running. Maybe I need to get a different machine that'll work better with Vista. But then again, as these two users point out, some of my software just won't work with it. My fax scanning software won't work with it. My regular old scanning software is still questionable on Windows Vista, despite the updates. Everything works just fine in Windows XP. At which point, you have to ask yourself, is it really worth the hassle? Computer manufacturers like Dell or Lenovo have already come out and allowed their customers to use XP on systems that shipped with Windows Vista. And the first beta of the service pack was problematic. Vista's in trouble, and I think Windows is in huge, huge, huge trouble. I'm using XP right now, almost a full year after Vista was unleashed. And that's not my problem, really. In fact, the only problem I have is, why am I sticking with Windows at this point? It is very likely that I will be making the all-out switch to OS X, to Leopard, when it ships. Might as well, get a Mac Pro with 8 gigabytes of RAM, taking full advantage of that, installing software like VMware. In fact, they just today released a beta of VMware Fusion, their product on the Mac that allows you to run operating systems like Linux, different flavors, as well as Windows inside of OS X. And the beta that they released today supports, in a limited capacity, DirectX 9 applications. Right there. In a virtual machine, in a Windows virtual machine inside of OS X. So I'm thinking that the future of Windows, at least as far as I'm concerned, is inside a virtual machine, or inside a boot camp partition if I really need to get there. Vista, yeah. Also got interviewed by NPR today, completely unrelated to me moving back to XP again, asking me about Windows Vista, and are people really having problems with Windows Vista? And I said, yeah, people are really having problems with Windows Vista. Sorry for getting loud there. My question for you right now is, are you having problems with Windows Vista? If you're not, you can say you're not having problems. It's not a big deal. I'm more interested in finding out what problems you are having with Windows Vista, because I want to point people to this particular video in the comments that we elicit from here, saying, look, a lot of people are having issues with Windows Vista. It's not just me. It's not just my machine. It's not just the air. It's not just my peripherals. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just us that's having problems with Windows Vista. Not likely, but it's possible. So leave a comment if you have Vista and are having problems with it. Just be interested in finding out what problems seem to be similar. Maybe they'll fix it by Service Pack 1, but maybe by that point I really won't care about Windows anymore. Again, hope to hear from you soon. You're welcome to swing by our chat room, ask questions in there, even if I'm not able to answer. There are plenty of people who will. What does that say? Dog hair causes BSOD. Film at 11. That's right, Wiki. That's what Buwana says, and Buwana knows. Buwana knows all. You can meet Buwana, by the way. He's in the chat room quite frequently. He's one of our friendly ops. We hope you swing by at some point in the near future, either asking questions or just hanging out during the course of the day. We'd love to hear from you. And of course, that one place where you can find me streaming my life and my dogs online 24 hours a day. Well, even if I'm not here, or he's not, the stream is. That's at live.pirillo.com. Will you later? Save 10% at GoDaddy by using the coupon code Chris1.